We've had more than our fair share of hurricane damage in the last couple of years, obviously, while the East Coast has been relatively unscathed.
If they do take a direct hit, we can still expect to feel the impacts over here on this coast in southwest Florida. NBC2 First Alert meteorologist Rob Duns is at the governor's hurricane conference in Palm Beach, sharing what he's learned today.
Well, there is a nearly 100-year history of major impactful hurricanes in our community that actually made their first landfall here on the other side of the state, moving on shore from the Atlantic Ocean. And forecasters today at the governor's hurricane conference in West Palm Beach say it really is only a matter of time before history repeats itself.
As long as you have winds pushing at the coast that are strong enough, you're going to have storm surge, which is the primary problem on the west coast of Florida. And you can definitely get a backside storm surge event on the west coast of Florida.
One of the best examples of those types of hurricanes would be the 1926 storm. That actually made landfall, its first landfall in Miami, but then went across the state, moving west-northwest, and ended up causing some 6 feet of storm surge on Sanibel Island as the storm entered the Gulf of Mexico. Now, here's a little perspective. This graphic here shows you all of the hurricane tracks going back to 2006. And as you'll see here, there's been a big hurricane landfall drought on the southeast coast. At some point in the future, that luck in southeast Florida is going to wear out, just like our luck in southwest Florida ended before Hurricane Irma's landfall in 2017. And when that luck ends, if the steering currents are similar to how they were back in 1926, we could still see major impacts in our community from a hurricane that makes landfall on the other side of the peninsula. Reporting on the road in a very humid Palm Beach, I'm First Alert meteorologist Rob Duns, NBC2.
And to make sure you are prepared for this hurricane season, head to the Mound House on Fort Myers Beach tomorrow. Our NBC2 First Alert meteorologists will be there with more than a dozen other organizations to share knowledge and resources ahead of this season. We're going to help you get ready. This Hurricane Expo goes from 10 to 2. Again, that's tomorrow.
I will be there. Myself, that NBC2 First Alert meteorologist team, that's me. I'll be there. And my colleague John Patrick, chief meteorologist on ABC7, he'll be there as well. It kind of gets you up to speed on what to expect this season. It will be active. Spoiler alert.
It's been kind of active today, huh?
Yeah, active. I'm going to show you that storm that moved through Immokalee. Very strong. But first, let's get you up to date on where those storms are right now. Things are winding down. Things